In our email experience audit, we have noticed that there are two mistakes that are very common in the checkout abandonment flows. So welcome to your Elite email experience, and today we are going to talk about common mistakes in the checkout abandonment flows and how to fix them. So the first mistake that we notice is that it's it's byte blasting. So byte blasting is about sending the same email to everyone who abandons the checkout. So you have noticed that brands just they set the abandonment flow, the checkout abandonment flow, and then they just leave it like that, like they never touch it again. And also the way it is set up is that there's only one email being sent to everyone who abandons the checkout. So that is the first mistake. The second mistake is that when the check abandonment email is being sent, there's not even a single consideration of the cart value. Like if someone has purchased something for $100, they receive the same message that someone who abandons the checkout at $500 received. So we noticed that in our audit that the same email is being sent to everyone with no consideration of the cut value. And the last one, I think I've touched it when I talked about the first one, is that so this is a bonus mistake is that brand just set the checkout abandonment flow and then they forget about it. So those are the three mistakes. So the first one is that but blasting. So this is whereby the same email is sent to everyone. The second one is no consideration of cut value. So this is whereby someone who has abandoned a cut value of $100 ends up receiving the same email as someone who has abandoned a cut value of $500. And then the final one is setting the checkout abandonment flow and then forgetting about it. Like we noticed that for the brand we audited that they had at least 3 years since they last look at their flow. So that is the final mistake. So how do you fix these mistakes? So the first one is by blasting. So how do you fix by blasting? So you fix by blasting by creating tech segments for your segment that will trigger a specific email flow. So you can have, so for example, in the fashion brands that we audited, so we noticed that there are those, for example, there's one brand which has fashion to do with children. There's another one it's about only women, and then there's another one only about men. So in this for this specific brand, so we can have like already three segments. So one can be for the children, so that if someone has abandoned the checkout with products which are mostly dealing with children, they only receive an email which is specifically designed for the children. The other one is for the women. So you send a specific email that is specifically designed for women. And then the other one is about men. So already you have three segments in that specific brand. And now that is the first way of to fix this. The other one is that you adapt your email so that they are based on the amount of cut value that the prospect had in their cut. So this is about like now we have already talked about like for the fashion brand you can have like three segments, one for the children, the other one for the women, and the final one for the men. So in addition to those three segments, you can also have a trigger so that you can have like if for every category. So you can say like maybe your average cut value is $150, like the lowest. So you can have a trigger for that cut value, and then on the other hand, you can say that the highest that you receive, like your highest AOV is like $750. So you can have another trigger point at that point. So when you do that now, it will be the incentive that will be offering the person who has the $150 cut value will be very different from the incentive that will be offering for the person who has abandoned a cut value of $750. So that is another way of fixing the issue of not considering the cut value of the customer or the prospect. The other way to fix this is to fix the setting and forget it mistake is by having a period that you review your checkout flow and then you refine it. So this is the what we recommended to the branch is that they have a period of 3 to 6 months. So that period you can say like every 3 months we'll be reviewing your checkout flow and then you can see if there are something that is not working and if there is some changes that will be made. The other one is that you can use 6 months. So this is whereby every 6 months we'll be reviewing your checkout flow and then you'll be refining it where it is necessary. So those are the three ways that you fix the three mistakes that we found that are very common in the checkout abandonment flow. So thank you for being here today, and I'll see you next week. So I hope that now you know how to be handling your checkout flow, and now if you need any help, you can reach out to us, and can let you know when we'll be having the opening for bringing in new clients. So that's all for today, and I'll see you next week. So bye bye. Kapadiam.